First of all, I would like to thank you on behalf of Trust 3 to give us a chance to say something, some words about emotional intelligence. On the same time, I would like to congratulate 20 years edition of Extreme. So we heard the very esteemed, very respected persons before us. And many times they mention a little bit soft skills like trust, reputation. So I believe we have to go back in the past to find what is exactly the insurance nowadays. If somebody wants to buy something to taste, they're buying ice cream, usually. If somebody wants to hear something, good watch are available. You can feel it immediately. Some shoes also, when you pay, you are getting immediately. So I believe what we have nowadays, insurance and reinsurance, is based on trust. So we are selling something which we cannot taste, they cannot hear, and in this stage, let's say, emotional intelligence comes in place. Balance between the emotional and rational. What is right and what is wrong. So if you allow me, I will go through this presentation in 15 minutes. Each slide will be only a couple of seconds to give you an overview, and I will leave you at the end of the presentation to find what you believe nowadays is the right. Let's say like reputation, the long run, cooperate with the clients, how we can improve this trust which our Nicoletta mentioned, because we are really based on trust. So as you can see what we believe in Trust 3 and across around 30 markets which we operate, we believe nowadays the leadership and our people are crucial. We are starting first from employees. If employees feel comfortable, they can bring also the added value to clients, brokers, association, reinsurer, insurer. So it's an ongoing journey, which I very much respect here in Romania when we started 6 years ago. Of course, all of us, we have our goals, but we cannot forget the journey. And journey means to learn also from the Romanian market. If you would like to arrange meetings, we only need 24 hours, and all meetings is arranged in Romania. So it's a very high emotional intelligence present here. People are staying with us. So changes are one of the most stable things nowadays in our markets. They are much faster. So, but however, if you can see the shareholder interest, people are everywhere. And people are nothing more and nothing less than the human being with emotions and rational part. What we are looking forward, it's the people engagement from the, if you allow me to say, from the assistant to toilet cleaner to the CEO. All people nowadays are very, very important. If you like to recognize the company, I suggest that you visit first toilets. This is when it starts. So which means the details nowadays, which is clauses, some exclusions, it's very important to define. And we can do it by emotional intelligence. So not looking only what is covered, but how we can provide the added value, what's something which is excluded from our policies. Leadership. To be honest with you, there is no leaders nowadays than somebody wants to follow. Leader work is more to make another leaders, but not followers. We are all in together in the risk chain, and it's very hard to understand how the insurance and reinsurance market can add value if the environment, economical, geopolitical, social, it's not stable. So we are here to support these functions. And this is what we are looking forward to have also support from all these associates. We have a financial, social, human. So in each slide you can find some emotional intelligence. If people are coming in the morning, they don't like to work for this company, it's very hard to achieve some goals which somebody put maybe 7 levels above. I like this one. Physical evidence. When we are visiting Romanian market, each and every meeting is realized. People are very honest, they are sharing with us, we are supported when we are jumping, let's say, from this Airbus 320, which many people are living nowadays. They don't have any more homes, so 24 hours, cross 7. People are very much involved to maintain these effective communication channels. And Extreme demonstrated this in the Romanian market. All business partners stay with us. So of course, all of us, we are working for profit, because with the profit, we can do some added value. You have some currencies, I always say yes. It's a very strong message, but however, in insurance and reinsurance, beside this left part, which is Solvency II, see the gentleman with the beautiful hair, also I find out that the insurance and reinsurance market is a designer, so which means to use the balance between the emotional and rational. Something is already prepared in some countries, so I suggest that markets like Romania visiting other markets, because something which we can add value, let's say, what Romania has here, it can be implemented, let's say, in some other markets which are cut-prone, like Kazakhstan, Azerbaijan, Turkmenistan, Slovenia. So we can learn also from PIAR how we can manage something. Risk assessment, when gentlemen manage loss, claim, settlement. We had 2 earthquakes in Slovenia, and it shows how we can improve this. This is the biggest message from insurer, risk carriers, and reinsurance. How to settle the claims on the prompt time. Not in Slovenia, 15 years is needed to recover a couple of buildings, because the government was involved, the gentleman explained already. However, we are on the same ships, I believe. All people are involved in the decision process. So we have to make sure, leaders, that the communication channels are open on a daily basis and available to everybody. Everything is going very fast. I'm sure you recognize this. Internet is giving a lot of information nowadays. The quality of data is questioned here. Nature is coming back to us if we are not respect the nature. I believe we can do more on the innovation sector to provide cover for the new risk like nanotechnology, cyber, not the easy way, but we have to improve this, the position of the insurance, to give the proper coverage. Drones, liability of drones. In Slovenia, one gentleman saw the drone, which another gentleman sent to spy of the wife. He shot this drone. The wife still survived. I like it when you smile. Smile is the power of the 21st century. So risk what if, which we already heard. I don't want to invest more time in this. So we have always questioned our risks, what we can do and what we can prove on a daily basis, including the regulation, model processing, strategy, capital allocation, and corporate governance. Now we are coming to part which is emotional intelligence. Our brain is consists of the 2 main parts. One is called amygdala, which is very close with the spina, and after this is the first brain which we developed many years back. The question for this amygdala, which is faster than the rational part, sometimes we are angry, sometimes when we have adrenaline in front of the speech, we have to find the balance between the rational part, 2 + 2, and also when we are in the morning, happy to drink some coffee with our colleagues. Keep in mind that amygdala, when we are angry, is working very fast. I'm training now, I have a personal trainer for the last 5 years to maintain my emotions, because I'm energetic Sagittarius in my horoscope. So my brain, amygdala, works faster. So sometimes I can say something which can be completely different than what I will tell tomorrow. So sometimes we have to take a time to balance, not only balance between the brain, what we are looking in dirty markets, balance between the family, personal interest, and the company interest. Always we have to think and we have to feel to achieve the goal, keeping in mind the journey is much more important than the goal. Emotional intelligence compete also on the pricing. Sometimes we have a good price, they call it soft market. To be honest with you, in 20 years I'm in this reinsurance business, I never see the hard market. Also sometimes my wife said, it's very soft nowadays. I said, yes, thank you. So good price, competitor. For sure nowadays we have a pressure on pricing, which is pressure on production, pressure on profitability, and all of us, we would like to grow. So but key factor here, we believe we have to develop together insurance market, and reinsurance will follow. One of the last slide. We have a joy, we have a sorrow, we have a fear and the hate. When we are in fear, I believe we have a very good feelings, emotional, which we demonstrated yesterday on the dancing floor. People are very open.
If I understand well the meaning of your presentation, and judging by also your presence here, is that finally reinsurance is about good knowledge combined with trust and huge empathy.
Yes, thank you very much for this question. As you can see, I didn't use some technicalities about the emotional intelligence to go in deep. Nowadays, let's say my basis, it's a 10 years work with a, let's say, expert in this field. I'm not expert in emotional intelligence, but I'm reading and I'm training to see this. For sure, I believe what I learned from many companies who are here. Let's say if you look at the Swiss Re, I've done about 10 trainings during my 20 years of experience. And I absolutely agree, the reinsurers are very strong in this. They're ready to share. Trust, of course. We can come, we can say we are a rating company, we have A-, we have a capital. But at the end of the day, we have to see the people and to have a coffee, how we feel each other. Because that's the reason why we are here. Otherwise, we will have IT, we can connect each other, and we will be on the Skype. But having some time, let's say, okay, let's be short. Sometimes we invest in the meeting 30 minutes. Sometimes we're investing 7 hours. It depends on the needs. We believe that only because we are human beings, we like to see, to feel, to touch. When we are having a meeting face to face, sometimes it's much easier to achieve the common interest. Based only on IT technology, it's not easy sometimes. So you're right. What I learned first day, if you allow me 1 minute more, about the timing, because we are now 20 years with Extreme. So they asked me on my first training, how I can define the 9 months time, because some policies are 9 months. You have to go to the mother with a pregnant woman, and she will tell you what does it mean 9 months to carry out the baby. And then they asked me, Sinisa, what about 1 year? I said, you have to go to the students who passed or who fall this 1 year. What does it mean for him to go 1 year more? And we are going lower with the seconds, with the minutes. And he said, what does it mean 1 minute for you? Probably when you are coming on the railway station and the train just passes it in 1 minute. And now they come with, what about emotional intelligence? Let's say, what you can feel 1 second, that can be longer than any years when you see. If you are waiting for somebody which you love very much. So 1 second can be more than 20 hours. So timing here is very important. But we cannot forget the journey, which is really based on trust and transparency of communication.
Thank you very much.